When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. The pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Strong finish for Paul George.
He got through traffic with ease, but if you're going to fully collapse the defense, you're going to leave wide open three-point shooters.
Utah with the possession. Got it.
In the paint, you need to finish just like that.
And the reward, he's going to the line.
I can't believe I'm about to say this about an NBA team because this is what I say to my grammar school team. But just because a team is down on the scoreboard doesn't mean you stop playing hard and smart. You really have nothing to lose but really good habits to gain.
2 for 2 on that trip. Finishing inside the paint on that one. Count the basket, and it could have been more. No whistle. Late heave to beat the buzzer. Third quarter comes to an end. The Thunder in command of this one. The Thunder have it to start the fourth quarter, and it might be time to empty the bench, Jay. This game appears to be well in hand.
And their starting five has certainly earned the fourth quarter off. They've been terrific this ball game. And this is the type of game where you find a chance to relax. You ice up, you watch your other teammates play, you applaud them, and you get ready for the next game.
To Joe Ingles. Beyond the arc for 3. That won't go. To Westbrook. Easy path to the rim.
You know, it reminds me out of a story a legendary coach once told me. He said, if you ever get in a fight, you're not going to hit somebody with an open hand, correct? You'll probably break a finger. But if you hit somebody with a fist, what is that? That's 5 fingers working collectively together as one. That's how you deliver a knockout punch, and that's what we're seeing tonight.
Crowder, defended by Jeremy Grant. Trying to cash in. He buries it, creating space with the step back.
There you go. I like seeing scoring coming from unlikely sources.
Russ at the controls. Oh, good defense by the Jazz as they come away with the steal. And coasting in for 2.
So many people think making assists is creating something razzle and dazzle. Sometimes giving the ball up early is the right play and the most efficient.
Oh, not a good pass there as it's stolen by Utah. Grayson Allen. Has a look. The screen sets him up for 2.
Ooh, I'm telling you from experience, his teammates will never let that one down.
down to Grant. Stuffs it down with authority.
Well, we got a chance to firsthand watch something be created. I think we just watched an epidemic of passing. I've never seen something like this before. It was so contagious, everybody started to do it, and it ultimately led to the other team's demise.
If that's an epidemic, sign me up. Nice pass to set things up.
And when the ball gets the defense rotating from side to side, you're bound to find opportunities for each other.
Westbrook into the front court. His guys holding the big lead. No good. No daylight. Great defense.
It's easy. Force guys into low percentage shots. That's the reason why we're big into stats. It was all provided to you before the game in the scouting report.
Gets it to go. And the foul.
That was such a great job by the offensive player. Knowing that you're probably going to take some lumps here and there, but still remaining aggressive throughout the shot and getting a crack at the extra point.
Derek Favors trying to cash in on a three-point play. For his career, 66%. Layup's good. Those are the types of shots you always strive for.
Man, that may not have been a gimme, but that layup at the rim definitely chips away at the pride of the defense.
Here's Rubio up top. His guys down big to Joe Ingles. Yes, when this guy's open, look out. Nearly automatic.
It's plain and it's simple. The difference between a winning team and a losing organization is the fact that their ability to finish plays. You have to find a way defensively to finish these type of plays to win this game.
Donovan Mitchell with the rock to Rubio. And draws the contact. So, Rudy Gobert going to the line for two shots.
Sometimes when you get up big, you get a little careless. But attention to detail through the end, that's how you avoid unnecessary fouls.
Can't connect on the first free throw. So he goes 1 for 2 from the line after hitting on the second. Ferguson. And look out.
I mean, defense, is it that easy? Can I see some reaction after somebody gets an easy dunk? Some yelling, some kind of emotion? I need you to get involved back in this ball game.
Ferguson slams it down. Jay, that's been the story this evening.
I mean, another one? Another dunk? Another easy possession? I mean, how demoralizing can this be for the team? Why am I the only one yelling? I don't see anybody on the bench yelling. I don't see anybody on the court even angry right now.
Utah ball. Rubio. He connects. Had all the time in the world. Too easy.
You know, Ed, I'm down with guys having 35, 40, maybe 50 points in the game. But the one thing you look for in a defensive end, when there's a huddle after a guy has dropped multiple buckets on you in a row, and everybody's quiet, nobody stands up and says, yo, I got him, I'm going to stop him, you're in a worrisome place for your team.
Rubio guarded by Russell Westbrook. Grant with a shot. That won't fall.
Misses happen. Don't put your head down. Let that motivate you in the defensive end. Use it for something positive.
Oh, the whistle. Jay, take your hands off of me.
A simple touch foul.
Some lineup changes now for both clubs. Stuffs it down with authority.
For any fans out there that thought Donovan Mitchell didn't put any stock into the fact that he was not the Rookie of the Year, you are wrong. Donovan Mitchell is that type of guy that uses everything in his power to fuel him to be the best on the court each and every day. If that was a campaign he built with Adidas, rookie question mark, it doesn't matter. That perceived failure is something that will only make this kid better tomorrow.
Rubio into the front court, trailing by 15. Crowder against Westbrook. And he's going to the line to shoot.
Just because a team's winning doesn't mean the refs are going to put away the whistle. Play right all the way through.
Jay Crowder at the line for 2 shots. For his career, 79% at the line. Goes 2 for 2 at the line. Westbrook to Paul George. Westbrook. Gets a look. Can't hit.
We call some of these players practice players. You know, the guys that make 5 out of 10 shots in practice, but then all of a sudden they're not gamers because then they're making 1 of 10. That's exactly what you want him to do. You want him to take those kind of shots.
George to Adams with a drop step. He shoots. Oh, off the mark. Jay Crowder sends it away.
You know why? I don't see anybody on the defensive end standing up out of position. I see everybody squatted down, really active with their hands. That's the mentality that will lead you to where you want to go.
Donovan Mitchell with the rock. Favors to Rubio. Count the basket inside.
Ricky's never really been the guy to look for his shot first, though he did average a career high in points per game last season, and it all starts with that blow-by first step that sets up his opponent.
To Westbrook. From long range. Paul George can't get that one to go. Defense all over him.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
Donovan Mitchell, a couple of free throws on the way. For his career, 80% at the line. First try at the line, no good. Misses the second as well. Felton into the front court. His team on top by 13. Nice pace, sets it up, and slams it down.
I know there's that old saying that says 1 man can't beat 5, but we're watching 1 man carry 4 other players. His back has to be hurting. Another big-time finish.
Mitchell with the basketball. Down by 15. It goes down.
It's almost like he had the defender on a string, and he's the puppet master.
Adams shot, can't hit it. Mitchell. He had all day and all night to knock that one down. Need to hear more chatter on the defensive end. Good victory here for the Thunder. They are champions of the Western Conference. They're on their way to the NBA Finals. For my partner, Jay Williams, and our entire crew, I'm Ed Cohen. This has been the NBA Playoffs on EA Sports. Find out more at easports.com. Until next time, good night.
It's Jalen Rose, and it's time for the EA Sports post-game wrap-up. The Thunder made it official with today's emotional win. They'll be the ones representing the Western Conference in the NBA Finals. They'll also be the ones celebrating in the locker room for a long time tonight. Check out the leading scorers for the Oklahoma City Thunder. The Jazz. We're hoping for a different postseason future, but now it's about what-ifs of the past. The reality of the offseason is now upon them. Check out the leading scorers for the Utah Jazz.
Game track. Assists.
The teams in this matchup did a great job of moving the ball and keeping the game flowing. It was the sort of action fans love to see, and I definitely enjoyed it myself. The unselfish play made for a great game.
Player of the game.
Russell Westbrook put up the kind of points that made him an easy choice for this award. He couldn't be stopped, and when he realized he was in the zone, he just took it to another level.
Who was cold?
Every player that makes it to the NBA is a great athlete, but even the best players have their off nights. Today was just one of those days for this guy. Here are the top plays from the game.
Number 2. Number 1.
And that does it for our post-game wrap-up. On behalf of ESPN on EA Sports, I'm Jalen Rose. Thanks for joining us.
La música de Harry Fraud.
I be ballin' right there where the Knicks play, get cake, gotta make sure mama rent paid. I was dead broke, got my straight, switch lanes, now they switching up, made. I've been finessing since the 6th grade, I might cut for fade, blue face, money stacking tall, it's like 6'8", new wave, stars shining all in your face. It took me a minute, now I'm in the game, wait a minute, I've been like gets many paid, hate. I begin to it, getting paid. Get away, gotta meditate. Get the guap, I'm praying and never stop. Wrists on froze, diamonds on me, do the milli rock. This yo, me when I hit the spot. Big bank rolls, used to post about a chicken spot. Had a chance, but you missed it. I can never fold, say you real, but you really not. Moving like a get you bending. Post like O'Neal, you ain't sending. I be ballin' right there where the Knicks play. Get cake, gotta make sure mama rent paid. I was dead broke, got my straight. Switch lanes, now they switching up. Made. I've been finessing since the 6th grade. I might cut her off if it fade. Wait, I just she get straight. Hey, got 1,000 ways just to get paid. I'm in BK10 up the freeway. I just made a I like, need a replay. I begin to it every night. What's the delay? Remember I was down, tables turn like a DJ. Shorty, you should leave your man, he a cheapskate. I can make a lot of bands on a weekday. She know that I'm the man, ain't no debate. I used to like it's eBay. I'ma do the dash like a relay. Money, I just put the cash on a three-way. Yeah. Going past through the speed race. Hey, I'ma cut her off. I need space. I don't want your heart. I just need. I've been on my grind, boy. You need skates. I got in the game like it's EA. I be ballin' right there where the Knicks play. Get cake, gotta make sure mama rent paid. I was dead broke, got my straight. Switch lanes, now they switching up. Made. I've been finessing since the 6th grade. I might cut her off if it fade. Wait, I just she get straight. Hey, got 1,000 ways just to get paid.
The NBA season has come down to this. This is it for all the marbles. Game 7 of the NBA Finals. We are at Staples Center in downtown Los Angeles. Tonight, it's the LA Lakers taking on the Boston Celtics. Along with Jay Williams, I'm Ed Cohen. Jay, you look at the Lakers coming in. They know what's at stake. This is it. One game to decide the NBA Finals.
Well, here we are. This is what you dream about. A Game 7, a one-game series for the NBA championship. This has been one heck of a thrilling ride so far. I'm just so grateful to be here courtside to watch this happen in front of my own eyes. This has really been a dream come true.
The ball in the hands of Kyrie Irving. Well, you can't do that.
His timing was a tad bit off.
Horford. Easy path to the rim.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
Count the basket at the rim.
In the paint, you need to finish. Just like that.
Irving with the basketball. Just getting started. Strap in for a good one here in Game 7. Oh, great pass. Setting up the basket.
Strong finish. That's what you need, regardless of contact, focusing on the rim.
JaVale McGee over and back. Kyrie Irving for two. Knocks it down from mid-range. Jay, you've known Kyrie Irving since he was a young man growing up in New Jersey. He's overcome a lot of obstacles, chief among them staying healthy and on the floor.
Yeah, Ed, he's been battling injuries since his freshman year of college, but the beautiful thing about Kyrie Irving is that he always loves the big stage. Making the game-winning shot in Game 7, he will continue to do so when he surrounds himself with great, inspiring leaders with the likes of such Kobe Bryant.
Hart. To Kyle Kuzma. He gets it.
And sometimes less is more. Keeping it simple is the best way.
Kyrie with the rock. Great feed. Nice pace. Sets it up and slams it down.
We call that get your money and put it in the bank.
Hart. Kyrie across the timeline. 2-point advantage. Has a look. Shot by Kyrie, no good. To Kyle Kuzma. James to Kyle Kuzma. Just not going down.
I love when I see a good contest. You're crowding the player's landing space, which naturally makes him worrisome about turning an ankle on that landing.
Tough-looking shot there. Still gets it to go down.
That's a strong finish. Regardless of contact, finishing strong is key.
Layup's good. Those are the types of shots you always strive for.
Look, there was barely any contact on that last play. I agree with the ref's no call. Let him play.
Celtics have it. Down the lane. The shot won't fall. LeBron into the front court. The score 10-8. Finishing inside the paint on that one. Jay, what makes LeBron so special on the offensive end?
Well, first and foremost, look at that frame. 6'9", 265 pounds. With the agilities of a guard, he can blow by you. If he dips that shoulder, there's no way. There is nobody in the NBA that can guard that man one-on-one.
To Josh Hart. Jumper's good.
Some players are just built to absorb the contact. He pretty much dusted that defender off like that was a bug at the park.
Gets a look. Can't hit. Gets it at the top of the key. Irving. To Horford. There it is. Al Horford. 2 for 2. That's what you want.
Old school equals high percentage.
From the outside, no good.
See, the defender did a really good job. He stayed down. He didn't go and bite for all the head fakes. He waited until the last second to contest that shot. Way to know the scouting report.
Count the basket, and it could have been more. No whistle.
They're going to have to find answers defensively and quickly because he's carving them up in the first quarter.
Now the Celtics going to use a timeout as they'll talk things over here in the first quarter. Looks like both teams are making substitutions. Knocked loose. Lakers come up with it.
It's early. Get a good quality shot here.
Couple of cracks at the line now.
Guys like Gary Payton would always take ones early like this all the time. Number one, to see if they'll get caught. And number two, to leave a little mark on you to remind you that they'll be on you all game long.
JaVale McGee has got 2 shots coming. History not on his side. 58% from the line. Knocks down the second after missing the first. Kyrie Irving controlling the offense. To Hayward. Won't go. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
Hey, you ever bail out of something at the last second? That's what I saw right there from the defender. We call that no man's land. They weren't really committed to getting out of the way, committing a hard foul, or taking the brunt of the contact.
Kyle Kuzma trying to cash in on the three-point play. A career 70% free throw shooter. The free throw, good. Caps off the three-point play. The lead is 4. Into the front court, it's Irving. Looking to make something happen to Marcus Morris. Not that time. Caldwell Pope to Kyle Kuzma. For 3. Can't force those. Stevenson misses. Irving into the front court. Exactly a minute to go here in the opening quarter. To Horford. There it is. Al Horford. 3 for 3. That's a perfect start.
He's been doing this for years. The physicality in which he plays. No one wants to see that. You're going to leave the game with black and blue marks all over your body.
Stevenson. Perfect feed to set up the basket.
Well, when you play for each other and not just for yourself, that's when great things happen. You essentially lose yourself in what the team is trying to accomplish. It's called unselfish basketball. And there's nothing more beautiful than rewarding your teammate with a nice pass and letting them finish for 2 or 3 points.
Here comes the screen. Irving to Horford. Shot from the lane won't go. Backcourt. They're going to make some changes with some new personnel on the floor. From the painted area, won't go down. And he's fouled. Very close, Jay. Free throws coming up.
Hey, look, sometimes you need to feel out your opponent. Let them know you're there. I'm okay with that early foul.
Marcus Morris at the line for 2 shots. For his career, 73%. And hits the first free throw. No good on the second. It's a 1 of 2 trip. Got it. Calls out of bounds. Last touch by Marcus Morris. And a pass stolen by Boston. 1 quarter down in this deciding Game 7. And we're back after this. You're tuned into the NBA Finals on EA Sports. On to the second quarter. Neither team sees control in the first. Some interesting things, though, certainly on display.
And when both teams are playing at this level, it just continues to reaffirm that I was excited to watch both of these teams play this entire week. It's been a solid game so far, but this has a chance to be a great one down the stretch.
To James. Navigating through traffic. LeBron James. He's 2 for 2 now.
I don't know if the scouting report has made its way out here yet, but if anything, it says you need to not let him get that close to the rim.
Boston with the basketball. Great feed, sets it up. Whoa, Jaylen Brown above the rim. Whoa, he got up there.
Just showing you that 40-inch vertical.
To James. Hart. It goes down.
There you go. I like seeing his scoring coming from unlikely sources.
Rozier with it. Down 5. To Jaylen Brown. JaVale McGee swats it.
That's why a rim protector is a necessity in this game.
To Caldwell Pope. It's a big finish.
This offseason, I heard so many voices, even that of the great Shaquille O'Neal, talking about how LBJ needed to submit his own legacy. Well, for LeBron, it's not about chasing external accolades. It's about hunting your own legacy, and that's to be the greatest of all time.
To Jaylen Brown. Count the basket inside.
Because in certain players' mind, it doesn't matter if they're amongst the trees or not. They're always going to be the giant in the paint.
Stuffs it down with authority.
Bread and butter. And there are a few that can do it better off the screen.
Ball's controlled by Boston. JaVale McGee pins it. Out of bounds the call. Last touch by JaVale McGee. Some lineup changes now for both clubs. Hayward. Gordon Hayward. That's how it's done. 2-4 now.
That's what I'm talking about, Ed. It's that simple. Put the ball in the bucket.
And the finish at the rim.
Contact on a drive can be a beautiful thing. Making those tough shots can really help you build a mental advantage over your defender.
JaVale McGee with a piece. That's his third block this evening.
Just erasing mistakes left and right.
From long range, that's off the side of the rim, no good. James into the front court. His team up by 7. To Kyle Kuzma. Fires the 3, buries it on the catch and shoot.
Ed, let me tell you how this one goes. It ain't no fun if the homies can't have some. Everyone's getting a piece of the rock tonight.
Hayward to Jaylen Brown. Oh, emphatic slam.
An easy 2. Get back on defense.
The screen sets him up for 2.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
Celtics have it, and a whistle.
A simple touch foul.
To Hayward. Trying to cash in. Shot's no good. You have to like the confidence, but that was a difficult shot. To Ball. Gets it in the left corner. Hayward. They have to keep him in their grasp.
It's all about creating space with the dribble. Once you have that gap, you can beat somebody in a variety of ways. He chose the dagger with the 3.
scores. Strong take.
And attention to detail is everything for a professional scorer like that. Actually getting it done the hard way there.
Across the timeline, it's Rozier. 9-point margin. Terrific vision. Oh, Jay, he commands the paint this time down.
And ISO basketball is becoming a thing of the past. Team basketball is back. And if you have that personnel with the versatility plus the mindset, game over.
Oh, nice find for the basket.
Hey, look, pretty dudes can mix it up once in a while too, I guess.
Hayward to Jaylen Brown. And the basket good at the rim.
And sometimes less is more. Keeping it simple is the best way.
James to Ball. Goes to the left side. Kyle Kuzma. Message received. Well defended.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
Calls out of bounds. Last touch by Kyle Kuzma. Both teams tweaking their lineups. Here come some changes. You've got to get that one to go. To Stevenson. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
Well, they have such great flow to their offense this evening. The ball isn't sticking to one player individually. It's moving around the perimeter, and it's zipping. They're playing with a special cohesiveness.
Oh, he was wide open. It's not going to be pretty when they watch the video. Someone's getting chewed out. Oh, bad pass, and the Celtics have it.
You go back to the principles, things that we started working on when we were in first and second grade. It's called the shell drill. You stay down in the stance defensively, you try to deny the next pass away, and you have to communicate. If your conditioning is bad, you have no chance. But if you're able to do all these things together, collectively, you will be able to stop a great passing team.
To Ball. Lonzo Ball. 3 for 3 in this first half.
Bodies bouncing all around on that layup with the offense winning that battle. But if the defense keeps up that kind of pressure, good things are bound to happen.
Celtics have it. He wants it at the rim and scores.
You normally don't see that, but that's the type of thing that keeps shooters in the league for a long time. Every once in a while, they venture into the paint.
To Stevenson. Deep left corner. Hart. Deep right corner. Going to launch. Beyond the arc. That's off the side of the rim. Short. Irving. Kyrie Irving. He's now shooting 5 for 7.
These breakdowns happen because a team lacks communication. You have to point towards your man, keep that butt towards the baseline, and make sure you communicate through every screen.
All by himself. Creates his own shot there. Straight on 3. At the buzzer, we are at halftime in Game 7. Let's get you to Orlando, where we say hello to Jalen Rose in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Jalen.
guys. Let's take a look at what went down so far in this one. The Lakers have themselves a narrow lead. What I like from these guys is how well they work the transition game, using stops to start breaks. Have a look at the leading scorers for the Los Angeles Lakers. The Celtics aren't down by too much at the half. I love the way they gave each other scoring opportunities. That really impressed me. I love seeing unselfish basketball like that. Have a look at the leading scorers for the Boston Celtics.
Game track. Bench points.
This is a game where the bench guys deserve a bit of the spotlight. The thing is, you need a spotlight big enough for the reserves on both squads. This is a game that's been all about the depth in the depth chart.
Player of the half.
JaVale McGee showed off his timing and athleticism with a lot of blocks. The defense he put on display requires the kind of effort that fans love to see from their team.
Who was cold?
What can you say about a guy like this? Except that he fits the title of this segment. He was definitely cold in that first half. Here we go with the top 3 plays from the first half.
Number 2. Number 1.
Fellas, back to you.
Tight game through the first 2 quarters as we resume play here in the third. Irving brings the ball up court. Great dish to set it up. Cashes in for 2.
But most importantly, you have to keep the ball moving. Maybe run some floppy sets, some horn sets. Raise those bigs up, which open up the lane, and let them be the passers to make plays easier for the guards.
To Josh Hart. Celtics have it. Oh, they called the foul, Jay.
He took a chance. That's the right call.
Give him 2 points. High percentage.
Ed, I have so much admiration for guys that continue to hunt their shot. They're playing the second half like it was the first 5 minutes of the ball game. Those natural-born leaders are guys that will consistently lead your team to the promised land.
Kyle Kuzma, short jumper, stays out.
Let's be realistic. He's probably not going to miss a lot of shots. But the more effort you can give, you want to try to tire him out. Take his legs away. Make him work to catch the ball. That's how you win a defensive battle.
LeBron James. The defense is really going to have to start paying attention. He's 5 for 5 for the field.
There are certain guys in this league that should be put on alert status 24/7 because either they're posterizing you or that attempt can still be a poster.
To Irving. Curling inside. Irving. Short jumper off the mark. The follow won't go either. To James. Hart. Al Horford sends it away.
Sent a message on that one, Ed.
To Horford. Oh, ferocious slam inside.
And there's nothing more mentally intimidating for your opponent than when your own teammates are unselfish and make sure that you get the ball because they want you to drop 70 on them, maybe like Devin Booker did last year.
Rondo. Rebound Jason Tatum. And the reward, he's going to the line.
This drives me nuts when I see fouls like that being called in a close game. Sometimes you just gotta let them play, ref.
First free throw is good. Goes 2 for 2. Rebound hauled in by the Celtics. Here's Irving into the front court. Leads 3. Wide open look, won't go. Here's Rondo with it. He'll run the offense. James. Tough looking shot there. Still gets it to go down.
In the paint, you need to finish just like that.
To Marcus Smart. Passed it off. Throws it down. He took it out on the rim that time.
Oh, there's no better feeling than after throwing that one down, hanging on the rim a little bit, looking at your opponent beneath you, making him recognize that's where you'll be the entire ball game.
Big finish at the rim.
I don't think I could do that on a 5-foot rim.
I can, because that's my only choice. And count the basket inside. Irving with the basketball. Up by 3. And he finishes at the rim.
So good to see one of Jersey's finest, Kyrie Irving, back on the court and driving with no issues on that knee. He only played 60 games last year, and he missed the entire Celtics postseason run. You can only imagine what this team would have done if he were healthy and they had Gordon Hayward.
Kyrie across the timeline. Leads 5. JaVale McGee. Huge block. 4th this contest. Lakers at the controls right now. To Irving. Beyond the arc for 3. And Kyrie Irving. Odds are he hits that 9 times out of 10. Wide open 3 is good.
I know there are refs on the court all the time, but it doesn't mean they can see every play. Maybe defensively, grab his jersey, step on his toe, do something to kind of change up his pace.
To the rim, lays it up and in.
Might have had an extra dribble or 2 there, but he got the shot he wanted.
Timeout Boston, as the coach wants to get a word in with his guys here in this 3rd quarter. Both coaches hitting the reset button. Fresh legs coming onto the floor. LeBron James sends it away.
This game is all about playing mind tricks on people. The offense is more worried about getting their shot blocked than they are about actually making the shot.
Irving. To Horford. Leaving no doubt. Slams it down.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice finish. It's all business.
Lonzo Ball. That's how it's done. He's 4 for 4 in the game.
Let me tell you something that nobody will ever talk about. Did you see him slow down?
Got a piece of it.
Jumping out the gym right now, Ed.
Great anticipation. Lonzo with it. His club staring up at an 8-point deficit. Lays it up and in.
As my mother would say to the defender, A for effort, F for results.
Into the front court, it's Irving. Looking to make something happen. Horford to Irving. Oh, they call him for the foul.
His timing was a tad bit off.
He's going to play the matchup. Brad Stevens making some moves. Second effort. Rebound LeBron. Ball to Stevenson. That's out. Last touch by Lance Stevenson. Boston with the basketball. Stuffs it down with authority.
And when you get your prescription, you take your medicine and you call it a day.
To James. And finishes strong. Here on their home floor, they're chipping away.
I mean, does this crowd have a pulse? Are they even alive? Sometimes when you make a play like that, your crowd needs to get you back in this ball game.
Rozier into the front court. Less than a minute to go in this third quarter. Gets it in the right corner. Baseline drive to James. Drive to the basket, but the shot won't go.
But you can't just be a one-dimensional player. I know you're probably frustrated by me even saying that, but when you don't even give the option to pass the ball by utilizing some head fakes or ball fakes here and there, you save the defender by keeping them on their toes with the element of surprise.
Stuffs it down with authority. Neither side is giving up an inch.
I guarantee you tomorrow on Complex's social feed, that play will have millions of views. And I'm really looking forward to this fourth quarter because the first three have lived up to the billing.
Has a chance and scores on the step back. Here comes the screen. The drive, right to the basket, straight down the middle of the lane. Way to punch it home. Deep three at the buzzer. There's the buzzer. 3 quarters complete. The Celtics have the lead. It's Lakers ball as we start the fourth quarter, and that third quarter was one to forget. Remember, Jay, they led at the break, and now they find themselves on the wrong side of the score.
Yeah, but this game is about next play. If you spend too much time worried about what was, you can't focus on what is. Put that quarter behind you and focus on the task at hand.
Nice follow-up on the dunk there.
If you didn't dunk that, then we would have to talk about it.
To Josh Hart. Aaron Baines snatching it out of the air.
You know why? I don't see anybody on the defensive end standing up out of position. I see everybody squatted down, really active with their hands. That's the mentality that will lead you to where you want to go.
LBJ with it. Count the basket. 2 more points in the paint.
We're watching a clinic right now. We're watching basketball one-on-one. Whoever this professor is, he needs to get paid top dollar.
And they called a foul. Felt the breeze there, Jay.
Just a tic-tac foul.
Rozier. Not that time. He missed it. To James. To Caldwell Pope. 5 to shoot for Los Angeles. And he's fouled. A trip to the line coming up.
You never really want to foul a shooter, but if you do, ensure they're going to have a tough time converting. That's good knowledge of personnel.
JaVale McGee, couple of free throws on the way. Shooting 50%. Some yes, some no in this contest. Can't connect on the first free throw. Off the mark. 0 for 2 at the line. Irving into the front court. Up by 6. Nice pass to set things up. Calls out of bounds. Last touch by Marcus Smart. Here comes the screen. To Caldwell Pope. Kentavious Caldwell Pope. Better late than never. That was his first shot, and it goes down.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the past. Pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
To Horford. Irving. And he hits. Simply put, when the ball's in Kyrie Irving's hands, magic could happen.
It's poetry in motion. And it's a situation in which the ball is attached to his body. He has it on a yo-yo. He can put the ball and dangle the ball out there for other people to think they have a chance. And in their mind, they do. But in Kyrie's mind, the game is over.
Mixing things up. Hockey line substitutions. Both teams making changes. Kyrie with the fadeaway. Burns him for the basket.
Ooh, cool, calm, and collective. The 3 C's. His handles are effortless.
To Josh Hart. The ball in the hands of Kyrie Irving. It's good.
If you're coaching against this player, you have to throw some fake traps, some fake schemes. How are you making this player think instead of just naturally reacting?
LeBron with it up top. His guys trail by 10. Al Horford with the block.
Blocking so many shots only gives your perimeter that much more confidence to really apply more pressure.
Stuffs it down with authority.
I remember my high school coach said one man can't beat 5. Well, I'm telling you right now, he lied. I'm watching it happen in person.
To Irving. JaVale McGee rejects it. Ooh, 5 now.
Here's one of the biggest secrets as we move into this new age of basketball, especially in the draft room. You have to draft players with size and length. That's the biggest deterrent for any team offensively.
Brown with it up top. It's an 8-point lead. Josh Hart tips it.
Just erasing mistakes left and right.
And look out.
It's not every day that you see a 6'9", 265-pound freight train coming down the lane. You probably want to step out of the way.
Here's Irving into the front court. Up 6. Great pass to set it up. JaVale McGee able to recover with the block. Incredible. 6 tonight. Oh, the hustle keeps the ball in play. Celtics get it back. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
There's some players out there that like the freedom of space, and then we have the anomalies. We have the players who feel comfortable being uncomfortable, and almost the physicality of the game centers them and puts them right on balance every time.
Kyrie with the rock. Nice pass to set things up. Whoa, Jaylen Brown above the rim.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the past. Pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
New blood coming in for both sides. Rajon Rondo at the line for a chance at a 3-point play. He wants this number up. 60% career free throw shooter. The pass taken away by the Lakers. To Kyle Kuzma. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a 3-point play.
People become so fixated on the hands or the arms or the strengths of the arms. I look at the legs. The strength of his legs help him power through that play. That's how you get and ones.
Kyle Kuzma trying to cash in on a 3-point play. Hasn't missed yet. Oh, they called the foul.
Ed, you can't lunge like that.
Irving. Oh, good defense by the Lakers. They come away with the steal.
From a guy who's been there before, tomorrow morning you'll wake up and you would have wished this was a bad dream. But in reality, all you can do is knock the cobwebs off and let it fuel you for tomorrow.
Ball's controlled by Boston. Had a good look there, but it's no good. Caldwell Pope to James. The monster stuff.
I don't know if the scouting report has made its way out here yet, but if anything, it says you need to not let him get that close to the rim.
Irving with the basketball. His guys now down by a point. And now a reach, and that's going to be an intentional foul. Free throws here in the final minute of play.
Those cat-like hands almost got a steal.
Second one off the mark. He goes 1 for 2. Rondo with the basketball. He'll run the offense. Throws it down.
You know, from a point guard perspective, one of the things that I learned when I played in the league was that the more I was willing to give the ball up, the harder other players were willing to run to their spots. The harder the bigs were running to the rim. The harder the three-point shooters were running to the three-point line because they knew they could be active recipients. And when they caught the ball, they knew exactly what to do with it.
To Irving. Screen coming. Now ready with a couple of free throws.
The game is too tight for you to be taking risks like that. You want to avoid foul trouble at all costs.
First one goes down. Able to convert on both free throws. To Kyle Kuzma. Caldwell Pope gets it in the left corner. Off the assist.
Well, we got a chance to firsthand watch something be created. I think we just watched an epidemic of passing. I've never seen something like this before. It was so contagious, everybody started to do it, and it ultimately led to the other team's demise.
If that's an epidemic, sign me up. Takes it right to the rim. A lot of contact there, but they say no foul.
Look at that, calm under pressure. You see a lot of guys rush those. Nice extra move there.
Stuffs it home, and you can make a case there was contact there.
That might have been a little bit easier than expected there, considering the score.
JaVale McGee swats it. 9 blocks. Oh, the touch at the rim. Count it. Deep three at the buzzer. The Lakers get the victory. They've claimed their 3rd consecutive NBA title and 4th in the last 5 years. For my partner Jay Williams and our entire crew, I'm Ed Cohen. This has been the NBA playoffs on EA Sports. Find out more at easports.com. Until next time, good night.
It's Jalen Rose, and it's time for the EA Sports post-game wrap-up. The Lakers have come out on top. Congratulations to them and all of their fans around the world. This is a night they'll never forget. Here are the guys who put up the most points for the Los Angeles Lakers. The Celtics are experiencing the kind of disappointment that can't be shared by anyone but a teammate. It's pretty quiet in their locker room right now. I can only imagine how tough it must be. Check out the leading scores for the Boston Celtics.
Game track. Assists.
The teams in this matchup did a great job of moving the ball and keeping the game flowing. It was the sort of action fans love to see, and I definitely enjoyed it myself. The unselfish play made for a great game.
Player of the game.
LeBron James was happy to throw down plenty of dunks. And if the defense happened to be there, he brought them along for the ride.
Here we go with the top plays.
Number 2. Number 1.
And that does it for another NBA season. On behalf of ESPN on EA Sports, thanks for making us your choice for hoops action.